Right now, I am flying the Israeli F16C, and I'm on a SEAD mission to take out a Russian SA10. I'm armed with 4 AGM-88C HARMs, which are high-speed anti-radiation missiles, and we will be trying to shoot down at least one of the 2 radars for the SA10. To start off, for setting up our missiles, we're going to go into air-to-ground mode. We're going to power on our HARMs. We're going to go over to here, set up our HARM targeting system, set it to soy with DMS down, and we are going to be able to see our HARM targeting system. Here we can see our plane indicated as the blue marker down here, and we have the effective range of our HARMs as this white circle. Then we have our target indicator right here, these 2 horizontal lines. Right now we don't see the SA-10 yet, so we're going to keep flying steady. It's popping up a bit right there. We're going to bring up our HSC over here for situational awareness. And we're going to keep flying. Now in the top of our display here, on our HAD, we can see there's a BB and a CS. The Big Bird is the search radar for the SA-10, and the CS is the track radar. We are going to be going for the clamshell so that we can render our enemies useless and hopefully get out alive. In the top right corner, we can see that next to these letters saying PGM, there's a number 5. PGM 5 means that the system has very low confidence in the location that it's found for the radar that it sees. So we wouldn't want to launch our HARMs from here, even if, for example, this Big Bird, it's within our effective range for our HARMs, but PGM 5 means it would have a very, very low chance of actually hitting the target. So we are going to lock up the clamshell. Now it's locked, we can see that red square around it, and we're going to fly a bit closer. We can see on our HUD this vertical line with 2 horizontal lines. That's where we want our nose to be for the optimal trajectory of the HARM. We want the missile to do as little work as possible so it can focus on getting its speed as high as possible and hitting the target. Additionally, if we were to launch from far away, the SA-10 is able to shoot down offensive missiles using its own missiles. So we wouldn't want to waste all of our HARMs and have them getting shot down. Our strategy is going to be to fly as low as possible and relatively fast. We're going to try to get quite close to the SAM site so that our missiles can be going as fast as possible when they are nearby, when they are flying at the radars. We are well within its effective range. We just have to wait to see when it's going to start locking us up, which we will be able to tell from a sound cue, and we will also be able to tell by an SA-10 showing up on our RWR, which is our radar warning receiver. The radar warning receiver will tell me when there's something either pinging or locking the aircraft. There we go, 10 showed up on the RWR. We're going to go down to the ground, give it as few chances as possible to fire off a missile at us. It's right over there. As we get lower, we have to make sure that we don't hit any trees or the ground, because that would not be good for us. We're going to try to fly with the SA-10 a little bit off of the nose of the aircraft. Now we are at PGM-2, which means our missiles will be almost 100% accurate with the target, but we won't want to launch from here because the SA10 will be able to easily shoot down whatever we send its way. Go. Gonna push a bit closer. Stopped locking me. I think the terrain is blocking its view a bit. That's good. We will hear a different sound when it launches a missile, and in that case we'll have to either pull a little bit away, or we will have to go cold, which is turning our nose away from the target. There we go. It's launched on us. Go defensive. There we go. We lost the lock. We are going to try to recommit. Put our nose back towards the target. We'll try to launch 2 missiles at once. One to distract it, and the second to hopefully hit the target. Okay, there we go, it launched again. Have to go defensive. Wait for that warning to go away. Okay, wait a couple seconds and then we'll recommit. Recommitting. Right now I'm just trying to get as close as I can before launching. But I can launch from this distance. It would not be preferable though. Be a high chance of them getting shot down. Okay, once we pop over this mountain, I'm going to climb up and launch 2 harms. 1, and I can lock it up again. 2. Okay. It is defending itself now. Gonna lock it up again if we can. It's a big bird. Okay, clamshell is locked. Gonna pull around again. Launch. Actually, this time we will try to launch on the big bird. There we go. Locked him up. And 3, 2, 1, Magnum. Pull back around. There we go. We killed the clamshell. And we can go back in and take care of the big bird. That is a successful SEAD mission. Let's see if we can lock up the big bird. There we go. We should be safe now, as it has no track radar. And there we go. We've damaged the big bird. Just used this last harm. Magnum. And that's the basics of operating harms. And we were also able to successfully destroy an SA10, which is one of the most powerful Russian SAM systems currently in DCS.